I would like to show you a mod that I created called Torchbearer. The concept is fairly simple. I love the way the torch lighting actually looks in this game. I think it's much more atmospheric than like a helmet light mod. And I enjoy the early game. And instead of consoling in a helmet light mod or just dealing with the dark, running around with a torch and laying them down as you fight appeals to me. I think it just looks nice and it's a fun game mechanic. But I wanted to simplify the process and make it more intuitive than actually having to actually select your torch. So I created a mod that even when your main hand has got a weapon in it and you're fighting, with a hotkey, you can basically act as if you had the torch in your hand and lay down a torch. So right now, I'm about to press my hotkey and the torch will appear. So as you're walking around and exploring, you can lay down torches as you see fit, and they will appear in the game world. Mod is more complicated than just laying down a torch in a basic format like this. It's got multiple configuration options that lets you determine how the mod actually spawns in these torches. So in its default configuration, there is no resource cost to laying down a torch. Yeah, but I didn't want you to have 1,000 torches in your game world. So in the default configuration, it will only allow you to lay down 10 of these free torches in the world. So if I were to lay down a nice little torch circle here, as I get to my 10th torch, you'll start to see the 11th torch actually be deleted from the world as the new one's laid down. Just kind of a matter of not cluttering your entire world with torches. There is an alternate mode to this that you can select where it will actually consume a torch from your hotbar, so that if you wanted a bit more realism to it, you can invest the time to make your torches, and it will consume the torch as you go. And if you don't have a torch, it won't lay one down. The options of the mod, I tried to make as user-friendly as possible. If you go into the in-game menu, you have your normal options, but you now have options for other things as well for the mods I've created. Torchbearer is the relevant one here. So if you go into Torchbearer mod options, you can see what I've allowed to be easily configurable. Consume is what I just referred to. So by default, it's set to off. But if I toggle it to on, now you'll see that as I lay down torches, my 15 count of torches there goes to 14, goes to 13, goes to 12. And then you could pick them back up. One point here is that the torch the game lays down when it's in its default mode, which is the consumption being off. These torches are going to get deleted after you've only laid down 10 of them. If you have selected a torch normally and you lay it down with the right click, that torch is not part of the maximum of 10 torches limit. So you can lay down as many torches as you want, and that torch on the wall over there will always remain, like it does in the base game. So as these 10 start getting deleted, torch on the wall is just fine to stay there indefinitely, well, until you pick it up. Okay, so other options for you. This entire time I have been laying down the torches in the exact same way that the base game lays down torches, meaning that you point your cursor at a spot if it's not too far away, and if there's not something blocking the path of the torch, it will lay it down. So I can't lay it down on the blocking torch there, but I can lay it to the right of it. There's an additional way of laying down torches in the mod, and that's controlled by placement. So placement is aimed by default, but you can also have it where you can lay it straight down, basically at the player block. And it will make it so that you don't have to kind of, as you're fighting a zombie, you don't have to look at the ground to lay your torch down. You could be fighting your zombies and lay down a torch. It will appear right where you're standing. The lighting is almost blocked by you a little bit, or at least it's not directly in front of you, so the lighting's not quite the same, but it's a way of you keeping your aim and your eyes focused on what you actually want. I don't know what people will prefer on this one. I prefer aimed, but, you know, who knows what people actually like. I figured I'd give you all the choice. Let's see. Anything else that's relevant? Oh, yeah, this is nice. So the actual hotkey that comes by default is G. But inside the mod here, there's a way of manipulating that as well. I can see, especially early game, before you're getting a light, changing this hotkey over to F. So by doing that, it kind of acts like you having your normal light button. So to change it, all you gotta do is click on the hotkey button here. It will listen for a hotkey press. I can press F and it will store it in there. Now, if I press my G key, nothing happens, but if I press my F key, it's nice and selected on that. All of these commands are also available in the console. So I put all the commands kind of at the bottom of this main help list here. But everything that's in the graphical interface can be done from a command prompt if you so desire. So in this case, that would be set torch key